Okay, welcome back to another episode of City Skylines with me, Garrett's Indie Gaming, and we're back again with these floating people. They don't care about the laws of physics, no way. They just float right through the guardrails, hover over the water like it's no big deal, because we're in Lakevalley, where things don't have to make sense, they just have to work. Alright, so today, we're going to build a industry area from the Industries DLC, which means painting down a big zonable area like I'm doing right now. Look at that, isn't that a beautiful little blobular rectangle? Let's open that blob open a little bit. Open it open. Yes, I definitely meant to say that. Alright, what is it called? The Holly Industrial Valley. Alright, isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? And some things that we're going to do. Apparently I have to put down another fire department over here because this place is burning to the ground. A firehouse, sorry. Well, I mean, no, it should be fine. I'm just paused right now, so that notification will stay up for a while. But what I do need to do is open up this area for some buildings. So I want to put my main road far enough away from this highway so that way I'm not, clogging up the highway. You don't want your off-ramp to be too close to your on-ramp because you'll get people getting some lane changes and they'll get in each other's way, and it's annoying. They'll slow down traffic, so you want to avoid that as much as you can. You want to make sure that they have some spaces for lane changing, but we'll get into that. So what we will need to do is place down some roads. Let's get it done. Alright, and there's our little highway connection onto our main road right there. And let's take a look. So we definitely have a couple of nodes in here in between. I want to add some so that way they have even more places to change lanes. Because why not, right? Why not indeed? Alright, so the next thing that we'll have to do is set down some roads so that we can put down our main building and get this set up. Alright, and then what we'll want to do is you want to grab your main building that corresponds with the natural resource of your industry area that you plop down. So now that we put down that main building, we unlock the small grain silo, which is a storage container for your crops, which you get from your small crop field and your small fruit field. They both produce crops. And then those crops can also be sent over to the small animal pasture, which will produce animal products. And then once you produce enough of those, you'll go ahead and unlock even more stuff. It's super fun. So let's go ahead and get this stuff set up. Get down a few of these. A few of these. Oops, that was not where I wanted to put that. I wanted it to be right next to that one. And then what you can do is you can also change the appearance of these. So this one is set on greenhouse. So let's change that to potatoes. Yes, let's grow some potatoes. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And these, I want to grow oranges. I said oranges. Thank you. So let's set these all to oranges. That should be nice enough for now. And then let's go ahead and put down a couple more roads for the small animal pasture and for that grain silo for storage for these little farm areas. And then of course we need to set up water and power. So let's start with the water. Alright, so we also have some more need for water. So I want to put down some of these large water towers. I want to put them up here with the windmills because they also need power. So clear some land for that. Just like that. That's beautiful right there. And we grab our water towers. Let's just put down 3 of them for now. Connect them all up like that. Bring that down. Beautiful. And then something else that I want to do is I want to bring a road up here. Kind of like, like a maintenance road for these wind turbines. Like you might see at a real wind farm. So you need some that also come out to the water towers all the way up here. Beautiful. Very fun. Very semi-realistic. Very semi-realistic. Always what I'm going for is very semi-realistic. Alright. And then let's connect it up down here as well, just like that. And then we also need to connect it up with power. Alright, and let's see how that takes care of our industry need. Alright, looks like it did a little bit. And we might want to set up a little bit of public transportation over here to make it even easier for them to get over to this area. So I'm going to set down another road. I'm going road crazy today. So we'll put a metro station down there. Oh, auto-saving. Game's getting a little jumpy. So we'll put our other one over here by these tram stops and this inner city bus station, because it'll make it nice and easy for everyone to get back and forth from work, and then they can take the trams back home and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and connect this up. Wow, look at that. That's perfect. Wow, that cost like $100,000 just to put down that metro right there. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. And just a nice back and forth, just like that. Alright. And we let that play a little bit more. And let's set down maybe a couple of more of these little farms. Alright, so we're getting some trucks coming in. Something else that I want to do in this area that will encourage workers. You put down some service buildings, and that makes it seem like a much nicer place to be. I'm also going to put down some trash little facilities, because that will help take care of their needs as well. Beautiful. Definitely going to need a police station over here. And let's put down a big fire station. Very, very nice. Takes care of that area very nicely. Wow. Even more need for industry. So let's set this road up a little bit more if we can. Alright, and if we do it like that, we'll have plenty of area for even more farms. Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh yeah, we're really growing the potatoes now, boys. Look at all those potato trucks rolling out. Beautiful. Beautiful. So let's take a look at our area. So it looks like we have all the workers that we need. We're just creating the resources needed for our next level up. Looks like we're importing a lot of product, but that's probably just to fill this silo. But that's okay. Looks like that's taking care of a little bit of that need. Something that might also be good, so we might want to set up a little office area over here. Because offices, if you're not doing the, if you're not doing the IT ones, they actually won't produce any goods. The IT buildings will produce goods. The IT office specialization buildings produce goods, but the regular office buildings do not. So that's something to keep in mind. It will take care of your regular industry needs, but it will not produce any extra goods. So I like to use the office sometimes because if you produce too many goods and you don't have enough like regular zoned commercial area over here, what will happen is that your industry areas and your office areas, if they produce goods, they'll complain that there won't be enough buyers for the goods, so you definitely want to keep an eye on that. These guys are complaining that there's not enough educated workers. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. What level of education do they need? It looks like they need highly educated and well-educated citizens. They have a lot of uneducated citizens. Let's take a look and see what our school situation is like. We're good on that. We could probably use another high school. So let's expand some areas and put down a high school. Alright, so we extended this area out a little bit. So now we have plenty of more area for some residential area. Plenty of space. So let's make sure that we have the water set up underneath it. I totally forgot that I'm also going to need to set up some sewage treatment. That's okay. We'll do that in just a moment. Now is that moment. So we'll go ahead and put some more down here. Do we have any space in poo-poo land? Yeah, let's go ahead and set some up over here. Isn't that lovely? So beautiful. Alright. Now we come back over here, and we're going to want to put down a high school because we've definitely got the need for that. And I guess these folks could do with a high school as well. So we'll just bring this road down a bit. Grab the right thing. There we go. Perfect. And with that space, let's put down a path. Nice. Just like that. Alright. And let's go ahead and also put down some of these faculty buildings. Give them a little more access to college, because why not? I heard they like that. Perfect, perfect. Alright, and it looks like our office area is taking care of our industry need, as well as our new industry area. Very nice. Anybody taking the metro line yet? Let's see. Oh, it looks like 3 people just got out. Isn't that lovely? Alright. So let's go ahead and unzone some of this, because it looks like we're getting that industry need taken care of a little quickly. And then we'll want to put some houses down to take care. Oh! Looks like we leveled up our industry area. So let's go ahead and take a look at that right after we do that. Let's come back over here to Holly Farm. Alright, looks like we're still importing some products. So in order to take care of that, I will put down even more potatoes. That's right, we are growing all the potatoes in the land. And they shall be ours. There we go. Yes. Welcome to Potato Land. And we'll put down some more orange tree farms as well, because I like those. I think they're fun. I just like them. I think they're neat. Very fun. Alright. That seems to be operating pretty well. Let's turn off these traffic lights, because I always seem to forget about that. I also connected this area up over here with a highway connection, just to make it a little easier for them to get in and out of the city. Keep forgetting to turn on and off those traffic lights. Silly me. Alright, so we've got a little more need for industry. So let's see, what did we unlock? We unlocked the flour mill. So we'll go ahead and put that over here. We also unlocked the cattle shed. So let's go ahead and extend some of these roads out a little bit, just like that. And actually, let's bring this up a little bit. Yeah, like that. Like that. That ought to be nice. Alright. And then we have a small barn. Let's see. And let me set it up just like I did this one over here. The way I set this up is so that the trucks can go in, turn around, and it's nice and easy for them. I find that that is the easiest way to do it, so that way when you set it up, what you'll do is you'll line it up so that way the arrow just connects right up with that road, and then bam, they'll come in out. They'll come in and out of there pretty easily. It's pretty nice. See, this truck is coming down here. Boop, goes in, and he's gone. This guy delivers, drops off, and he's gone. Just like that. Alright, looks like these folks abandoned because they didn't have enough highly educated workers. So we'll just get rid of that. That makes this guy happy. He's like, yes, thank you. I don't want to deal with that abandoned building anymore, which I totally understand. Alright, let's see how all of this is doing. Our cattle shed looks like it is producing cattle. Beautiful. What kind of animals that we have? Look at that, we just leveled up again. Industry area, level up. So we got the lemonade factory, milking parlor, medium crop field, and the medium fruit field. Ooh, isn't that nice? So let's go ahead and take a look at our buildings. So we got the farmers, or the farm workers barracks. Let's set down a bunch of these because these actually will increase the productivity and the efficiency of your area. So make sure to set down plenty of those throughout. And then we also unlocked, let's see, where is it? The milking parlor. So we'll put that right up here next to the cattle shed. And then we also unlocked the bakery, which requires crops, flour, and meat products. So we have crops growing here, we have our flour mill here, and we have these areas producing meat products. So let's go ahead and put down this bakery up here. Perfect, just like that. Alright. And then I won't do the lemonade factory just yet because it requires glass, and though we can import it, I would rather wait until we unlock this tile over here with all the ore so that we can produce it ourselves. I really like to produce all of the products locally. Looks like we got more people using the trains as we have more people coming into the industry area to work. I totally forgot that I want to expand this residential area out like that. Sorry to everybody who just moved in here, who I'm forcing to move out of their homes just for the sake of aesthetics. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not really that sorry about it. Alright, so I'm also going to set it up with some tram routes coming down through here, because anytime you build or extend an area, you want to make sure that they have access to transportation, public transportation, because that will make it easier for them to get around the city, and it will also increase your traffic flow. So just some little things to keep in mind. So we'll just set this one up so that this stop comes down to here. Like that. Very nice. And then we'll set up a little reverse loop that comes around like this. Right. There. And let's put one here. Very nice. I guess it would also be nice to have a stop right there. Very nice. And then some trams will come out of here for this new route. Look at them go, look at them go. So more need for industrial and a little bit of need for commercial. So what we'll do is we'll extend this area up a little bit like that, because that is our local and organic produce. And we'll put down a little bit of that right there. And let's set up some more farm. Alright, so it looks like they're saying that there's not enough buyers for the products. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and make sure that they have plenty of storage. So we'll go ahead and set up another small barn. But what I'll do is I'll move this one right here. What I don't understand is sometimes what will end up happening. Oh shoot, I might have just fudged myself a little bit. Yep, definitely did. That's okay. I guess I shouldn't have moved that barn. That's okay. What I'll do is I'll just set one there. And maybe one right here will also be good. Because why not? Okay. I'm actually going to set these all at... No, I'll leave them unbalanced. That should be fine. Alright. Oops, still complaining that they need buyers for products. So maybe what I'll do is I'll set up another flour mill. Like that. Isn't that lovely? And then I'll put down another workers' barracks. Let's get rid of that. And we'll just put that down right there. Lovely, lovely. So sometimes there's a little bit of a balancing act that you have to be aware of. As you can see over here, they're complaining that they don't have enough industry, or they're complaining that they don't have enough buyers for products, and then over here they're complaining that they don't have enough resources, they don't have enough products. So sometimes they just they have a little bit of a lack of communication. But that's okay. This is getting pretty busy, but that's just because we put down some new barns, so that always clogs the traffic up a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this barn so that way it's more convenient to reach it from a longer route. So that way they have to diversify their traffic a little bit. Oh, autosave. Perfect time during this cinematic little view. Alright, let's take another look. So we're still importing some products. Oh, look at that! We leveled up. Our city hit a new milestone. We unlocked Grand City. So we got a third loan, solar power plant, and some fun stuff including the waste processing complex and waste transfer facility. Those are very, very handy. Whoopsie, I forgot water for these folks. Oh no! This notification means that this building has burned down. My park cafe, it's gone. It burned to the ground. And you know why that happened? Well, I'll tell you right after I replace it with a brand new park cafe. Let's see if I can squeeze that in there. Beautiful. So what happened is I don't have a single one of these, the fire helicopter depot, because what these do is they respond to the fires in places that the firefighters can't go. So firefighters can't come into the park and take care of any of these assets because they're not directly on the roadway, which is very unfortunate if I'm being honest. Very kind of sad. So when you set down the fire helicopter depot, they'll take care of the fires with helicopters. So that way, anybody who doesn't have really good access to any fire departments, fire stations, or anything like that, they can have quick access to the helicopters because they're very fast. What the helicopter will do is it will come from the depot over here, the depot. It'll go to the nearest source of water. In this case, it'll come to this river, and then it will go to the fire. Man, that was really unfortunate. I'm sad I didn't catch that before it happened. So let's take a look at some of our tram stops. Make sure that none of them are getting too busy. But I guess before we do that, we'll get slapped in the face with a new industry area level up. So Holly Farm has reached level 4. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Area bonuses, more efficiency, and lower pollution. We've also unlocked the clothing factory, farm maintenance building, large barn, and the slaughterhouse. So let's go check out the farm. It is running quite well. Much lower import rate. We're pulling a profit. Always a bonus. So let's go ahead and set down some of those buildings that we unlocked, like this maintenance building. So lovely. Even more people are using the metro as more people start to work in this area. Right now we have 1,059 workers. Ooh, even more. Look at that. It just keeps jumping up. So we have over 1,000 workers in this area. Very nice. Producing a lot of goods. It looks like we're going to have to start putting down more. I'm going to keep using these small fruit fields because they take up the least amount of space while also giving you the most amount of product in return. It's the most bang for the buck. So with one of these, if I can get it in the right spot, come on. You know where I want it. Ooh, come on. Perfect. Sometimes you just have to spam click the button. Anyways, what was I saying? This made me lose my track. Oh, right. This small fruit field can produce up to 48 tons per week, and it takes up a 4x8 grid space. This produces up to 80 tons per week, but takes an 8x8 grid space. So it takes up twice the space, but it does not produce twice the amount of product, because if it were twice, it'd be 96 tons per week. So if you want to maximize your space, what you'll do is you'll put down more fruit fields. But sometimes I like to put down, oops, that wasn't the one that I wanted to put down. I wanted to put down the fruit field. And then we'll go ahead and make that oranges, because what that'll do is it'll give this a nice little storage area right here, just for a little aesthetic-y purposes. Yes, that's right, aesthetic-y. And we'll slap down another workers' barracks, because why not, right? Because it'll increase our proficiency, our efficiency. So we have minus 30 pollution in our industry area. We're importing more goods now that I put down some farming area. That's kind of counterintuitive. So let's put down this slaughterhouse. Wow, that is bigger than I expected. So we'll put it down like that. Grab our large barn and put that right next to there. And we'll also put one right there, and we'll set all of these to empty, so that way only overflow reserves should be going to these large barns. Looks like we've got more need for residential, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can set up a high density area in here. Let me just check my noise pollution. Ooh, looks like we're getting pretty close to this noisy spot. So I want to definitely be mindful of that. Alright, that should be perfect right there. And then we just fill all this up right there. There we go. Oh, they all are reversing direction as if this path does not exist. They just get confused when you set down a new path. They'll figure it out though. Eventually. I hope. Check on our schools again, make sure that we're doing okay. Probably use another couple of elementary schools down here. And I'm going to put down a public library, because why not? That always makes people happy. And I guess that'll be the first public library in the city. Very nice. How are we doing on high schools? Not bad. And it looks like nobody's complaining for the educated workers right now. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of traffic backup. So let's see what I can do about that. I think it's just a little bit of a balancing act as the trucks move around for the new areas that we just put in. One thing that might be good is to set that like that, and let's maybe turn on some, whoopsie, let's get some asymmetrical roads going. Yeah, so that way they have dedicated turn-in lanes, and it's even easier for them to get around. Or at least that's the theory. Looks like traffic is very, very backed up over here, as to be expected. Honestly, I'm going to move this barn to a less populated road. Up here seems like a fine fit. Or maybe I'll move it over to this area right here. Why not? Seems like a decent place for that. This one as well can come over here, at least for now, and let them diversify some of their traffic routes. So let's take a look at the farm, see how it's doing. So we definitely need to produce more products, it looks like. So let's put down some more of these small fruit fields. Ooh, I misplaced that by one little grid space. Ah yes, we are growing many, many oranges now. So we are really producing those goods. Looks like we got an absolute ton of workers. We are leveling up this area super quick. We're already almost at 5 stars. Very beautiful. Very, very nice. Ah, yes, the problem of traffic. Always quite sad indeed. So let's go ahead and set up even more of these asymmetrical roads so that way they have more lanes to do more turning. Alright, and that should increase traffic flow a little bit, help them get through there. And then sometimes when these guys complain that they don't have enough buyers, it turns out that all their freight trucks are just in use. So something that you might want to do is go over to your economy panel, scroll all the way down to the industry area, and just increase the budget a little bit, because that will increase the amount of trucks that any industry area buildings can put out. And then watch as those complaints disappear because they just are able to put out those trucks. Look at that. And then as time goes on, the traffic will balance out a little bit because you get a surge of traffic when you put down new buildings, because usually what they'll do is they'll try to import those goods to meet the needs. So it looks like we're getting even more residential need. So let's set up or keep expanding this residential area. That was not what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, that is a lot of traffic right there. So let's keep setting up these asymmetrical roads. Alright, we are edging very close to that level 5. We're still importing products though, but I just think that we need to wait for everything to balance out. Oh wow, so we are still importing a lot of products, still getting a bunch of traffic. So let's see if we can set up a relief road for them. Very nice, and that should help increase the traffic flow through there, which should help the entire area. Very nice, very nice. And then I guess it would be nice for them to have an easy on-ramp as well. And we'll also make it so that they can get to the other side very quickly. Alright, there we go. Oh, look at that. Right when I was going to check it up, we hit level 5. So we've unlocked the large grain silo, large animal pasture, food factory, large crop field, and the large fruit field. Ooh, got plenty of fun stuff. So let's go ahead and put down a couple of these large crop fields right over here. Ah, and they're already set to potatoes, but I want to set them to wheat. So in this episode, we put down this industry area, expanded this residential area, and expanded the city overall. Brought our city's population up to 24,000, and man, this city is looking beautiful so far. We're taking care of all of our needs, making sure that our people are happy, healthy, and taken care of. Get that autosave in, because you gotta make sure that you save that progress. Alright guys, I'll check you guys in the next episode. Thanks to everybody who watches these videos. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. And like I said, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.